Hi everybody, Leanne here, owner and creator of the Female Fit Club and most recently the Female Fit Club online fitness and lifestyle membership. It's a bit of a mouthful to say all of that in one go. So I'm coming on today just to tell you about my big mistake. And it's a bit of a confession too, I guess. So for those of you who followed me or know me, you'll know that I'm not a big fan of the scales, and I don't weigh myself unless it's part of a medical appointment. And even then I normally say to them not to let me know what it is. I also, until recently, didn't have any scales in the house. So how have I ended up with scales in the house? Other family members, who I obviously have no influence over whatsoever, decided they wanted to weigh themselves because they wanted to see if they were losing weight. So scales were borrowed from my mum and they are now in the house. Now that's fine, because despite the fact that I don't like them being here, I am now able to leave them. I don't need to go near them. I don't use them. The others want to, that's fine, but I stay away. But I made the big mistake the other day of weighing myself. Now this is because others were weighing themselves and saying, well, these scales are shit, basically. You know, I've put on weight, rah, rah, rah. So I thought, right, I'm going to get on and see what they say. Now, I don't weigh myself. The only weight I had to go on was the last weight that the nurse blurted out at a medical appointment. So I was basing it on that. So, you know, I don't really know where my starting point was. So I stepped on the scales. And yeah, I've put on approximately a kilogram. So about 2 pounds. Not a huge amount. But I was like, I have been working out God knows how many times per week, eating healthily, because I can't afford to buy any treats. You know, on the lockdown diet, which is which is enforced outside of my control. And I've put on 2 pounds. Now, that stayed with me for the whole day. I felt grumpy. I felt irritable. The fact that I'd woken up that day, and for the past few days before that, had been feeling quite happy. I was like, yeah, I can see changes in my body. Like, my stomach looks flatter. So I knew I'd been carrying a bit of extra weight around the middle. I was like, yeah, stomach feels flatter. Yeah. I feel like I can see changes. My legs, you know, people have been saying my legs look slimmer. All went out the window, completely out the window once I stepped on those bastard things. Now, 2 pounds is nothing. We can fluctuate that day to day, but it was up here. It got into my head. So a couple of days went by and I thought, hang on a minute, you know, no, I'm going to try another thing. So I had some clothes in my wardrobe on probation. They're meant to be going in the summer if I can't get into them, which technically I suppose is now. But, you know, lockdown rules, I don't have to get rid of them yet. So I thought I'm going to try them on. Now, they fit before, don't get me wrong, but I couldn't breathe. So I could wear them out, but the likelihood is that I was going to die because I couldn't breathe. So I tried them on. It was a skirt and a pair of trousers, and they fit better. I tried them on, they did up easier, they looked like they fit better. I could breathe, I could sit down. I could basically be pretty much a normal person in them. So I just thought, well, you know, I've stepped on the scales. That's changed my whole perspective about how I felt about myself based on a stupid number. But then I've tried on my clothes that I couldn't get in before and they fit me. So had I relied on that machine to tell me how good I was feeling or whether I was good enough, I would have still been in that slump. I would be slumping around in a grump, in a bad mood, banging things around and generally making life miserable for the rest of the family. But because I now know that actually my clothes are fitting better and that what I'm seeing in the mirror is the truth, and even if it's not, it's irrelevant because I feel like it's the truth and I felt better and I felt I looked better. You know, I'm now in a better place with it all. I won't be getting on the scales again, because why should I? Why should I give them the satisfaction? That's all I can say. So the moral of this story is, I know lots of you like to weigh yourself, and I am not for a second telling you that you shouldn't or you can't. In an ideal world, I would probably say don't, but we're so used to using it as a measurement guide that, you know, for some of us it's just how we do it. But what I would say is, if you are going to weigh yourself, don't get hung up on just what that number says, just what that stupid machine is telling you. Don't let it tell you how you're going to feel about yourself, or don't let it change how you felt about yourself before you stepped on it. Use another guide to measure your progress, whether that be photographs, measuring yourself, trying on an item of clothing, or just going by what you see in the mirror. But don't let that machine dictate it all to you, because I think they have been sent from another universe to mess with our minds. That's not right. So use another form of measurement. Let me know how you feel about the scales, about your weight. Is it your most important guide to your progress? Do you use other things? How do you feel when you step on the scales and it doesn't give you the answer that you want? So let me know, and I will love to see your comments as always. Until then, have a great day, and I'll speak to you really soon.